This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
I'm here with a man that I didn't really know that you and David Kain are brothers.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, who's older, who's younger?
David is older.
Okay.
Hopefully it's apparent.
What? and so tell me first, so we're going to talk about your role as a dealer, but what was it like growing up with David as an older brother? Because I think is he as nice as he really seems?
So, yeah, David, he's extremely nice. Now, growing up, though, he was the most competitive guy
Really?
in the family, and he did not like to lose. If he sensed that he was going to lose, like, let's say, a basketball game.
Was the game over?
Before the game was over, he would kick the ball down the street so that you couldn't finish the game. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. So when you ask somebody, do you love to win or hate to lose? He'd be a hate to lose guy.
That's exactly
Oh,
right.
my goodness. So tell me about your family's foray into the car business. How did you all get into the car business?
So my father, Jack Kain, he started the business back in when he was in. Let me go back a little bit. When he was in college, he and his dad had a dairy farm, and he did not like milking cows. So one year in the summertime, he asked his dad while he was in college, he said, "Hey, Dad, would it be okay if I sold cars?" And his dad said, "Well, sure, you go ahead and do that." Well, he liked it so much when he graduated from college. He served with the Air Force in the Korean War, and after that was over, he started a DeSoto. He actually worked for a DeSoto store in Frankfort, Kentucky, and then he eventually bought his own store.
Oh my gosh! So his family business through and through. David went consulting training side, and you're still in the business. So tell us what your role is in the stores and what your day-to-day looks like.
I'm the general manager and one of the partners at Jack Kain Ford, and it's in Versailles, which is about 10 minutes from here. And our store started 64 years ago, and our main crux is taking great care of customers. We've been one of the top dealers in the country in reputation. In fact, at Reputation.com, we've been in the top 100 the last 4 years out of over 16,000 dealerships.
Wow.
So we're very proud of that. And we just all day long look for avenues to make the customer process and the customer experience the best that it can possibly be.
So taking care of customers, a very important statement, but also a generic statement. What specifically? What's some of the specific things that you do that take care of a customer? Like, unpack that for a minute.
So we will go just way above the top. We will go and say we know a customer's having some issues with their car. We'll go pick them up, tell them that just as soon as we have the information on your vehicle, we're going to be right back in touch with you. Keep up with them all day. Of course, take the vehicle back to them, complimentary. I'll tell you a story. This was about 4 years ago. We had an older customer who had an issue with a tire. Now, this was not an issue with a tire on his vehicle. He had an issue with the tire on his lawnmower. And so he called me and said, "Bob,"
feels like a really Kentucky story right now. It really does.
He's 86 years old, and he's not capable of doing it. He did not know who else to call. So I grabbed one of the technicians with myself. It was about 95 degrees out.
Of course.
And we went to this man's house and changed the tire.
I love this
on
story
his
so
lawnmower.
much.
We sure did. And just things like that. When you're in a smaller community, that's where you build up the relationship with those customers because you become their friend. They're not customers. They truly are friends.
Well, so a lot is changing in the industry, right? Seems like now, even with things like AI, everyone's talking about it, and you're realizing like this really is going to impact the dealership world. With all that coming in, how are you processing the next 12 months of opportunity for your store?
Well, one good thing for us is we do have an expert in the family, and that's David, who can kind of keep us appraised of the new technology, and we're working with him and Chelsea on making sure that we're one of the top stores in the country on technology, and you've got to stay on the edge of it. If you don't, you're going to be left so far behind. We couple of things in the last 6 months. We started our own buying center. We've totally revamped our BDC department. We're basically going through what is not working at 100% efficiency. We're changing it all.
So
we're
sounds
updating.
It sounds very much like a resonating message we're hearing over and over, which is getting back to the fundamentals of the business and focusing on the things that you're already doing and making them more efficient.
Without a doubt. And plus, we're hiring so much better talent than we've ever had.
Oh, that feels good to say, doesn't it?
It really does. People give the millennials, and is it Generation X? I've kind of lost.
Gen Z. Millennials, Gen Z.
Let me tell you what, they're phenomenal.
I agree.
A third of our dealership are Gen Z, and they're the best that we've ever hired, and they're so much smarter. Now they require different things than what we've ever had to offer team members, and it's time off and a great culture and these things that are intangibles. It's not just all about money, but they take such great care of our customers. They're so much smarter than we ever thought to be.
So good.
They're phenomenal. And when I hear a dealership talk about the new generation and they're not good team members, I dispute that all day long.
And you're like, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with you. Maybe, right?
Well,
maybe it just has a little something to do with the leader, too.
I think our team of managers have great foresight, and they're open to new ways. And so they're very open to let them come into our culture and help create our culture. And it's really neat seeing the different decades come together and create something really special.
That's so good. Well, Bob Kain, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For spending
It's
a few
great
minutes.
to be on
It's
here
a pleasure
with you,
to be
Paul.
on here with you, and now we can rag on David.
Thanks for watching this episode of In the Dirt with ASOTU. If you're new to our channel, make sure and mash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out some of these links for our other great podcasts and content.